If you believe creating a stunning garden requires deep pockets, let me prove you wrong. Today, I'm revealing how to transform discarded items, secondhand finds, and common household objects into enchanting garden features without spending much. From vintage cups feeding feathered friends to glass bottle borders resembling artwork, these concepts aren't merely budget-conscious. They're inventive, imaginative, and truly inspiring. Whether you're working with spacious grounds or a compact balcony, these 20 affordable projects will convert your outdoor area into a garden sanctuary worth celebrating. Welcome to Green Haven Hacks, where imagination flourishes and finances never hold you back. Here, we champion the idea that gardens aren't exclusive to the wealthy or youthful. They belong to everyone who appreciates beauty, possesses creativity, and wants to craft something meaningful. So, if you're excited to reclaim, reimagine, and embellish with passion, you've found your community. Press that like button to celebrate affordable garden brilliance. Subscribe to catch every fresh concept, and activate notifications so each suggestion reaches you directly. Now, settle in with your favorite beverage, breathe in the outdoor air, and let's dive in. Idea number 1, Teacup bird feeders. Transforming keepsakes into enchantment. Picture this, a calm morning wind, gentle bird song, and an antique porcelain cup, once abandoned in your cabinet, now hanging elegantly from branches, brimming with seeds while wings flutter around. That's the allure of a teacup bird feeder. It transcends decoration, its sentiment reinvented. Each cup, previously held during quiet morning rituals, now extends hospitality to your garden's tiniest visitors. Here's the process. Select an old cup and saucer. Mismatched pairs work wonderfully. Using durable adhesive, attach the cup at an angle to the saucer. Then, with chain or cord, suspend it from branches, garden stakes, or structures. Add bird seed, step away, and witness the wonder. The appeal: every cup carries history. Perhaps it belonged to your grandmother, came from a secondhand shop, or simply survived as a beautiful orphan. Now it sings, quite literally. It demonstrates that the most captivating garden elements don't originate in retail stores. They emerge from memories. And we're just beginning. Idea number 2, wood pallet planters. From discards to vertical havens. What if the key to an impressive vertical garden sits against someone's storage shed, awaiting rescue? Exactly. An aged wooden pallet, rough, natural, and frequently abandoned, can transform into a vertical paradise for herbs, blooms, or flowing foliage. And here's the advantage. It rises upward, conserves space, and introduces texture plus dimension to even the tiniest garden nook. Start by locating a pallet with sturdy boards and personality. Sand it lightly to eliminate roughness while preserving the aged aesthetic. It enhances character. Next, line the rear and base of each tier with garden fabric or heavy plastic. Secure firmly and pack each section with soil. Now the transformation begins. Plant basil, lavender, or cascading ivy. Watch your simple wooden structure evolve into a living tapestry bursting with hues, fragrance, and motion. Position it beside fencing, prop it against outbuildings, or secure it near kitchen windows for an aromatic herb collection always accessible. It's functional, gorgeous, and costs practically nothing. A forgotten palette reawakened with intention. Ready to continue? Idea number 3, jar lanterns with fairy lights. Capturing dusk's radiance. There's something mesmerizing about dusk, how gardens glow just before darkness arrives. But what if you could contain that radiance in glass? With some old mason jars, fairy lights, and wire, you can convert plain containers into magical lanterns sparkling like fireflies. Simply coil battery-operated fairy lights inside jars, close lids, and suspend them using wire or natural twine from branches, structures, or garden fixtures. You can also line pathways with them for gentle nighttime illumination. Choose blue-tinted containers for cool, ethereal effects, or transparent ones for timeless appeal. Include pebbles, sand, or dried flowers for personalization. Each becomes a miniature cosmos of light, flickering, radiating, and transforming your garden into fantasy. Inexpensive, electricity-free, boundless magic. Let's proceed. Idea number 4, upside-down baskets as plant stands. Countryside sophistication affordably. Have an aging wicker basket that's outlived its function? Invert it, and you've created a rustic plant stand appearing straight from rural home magazines. The weave texture introduces warmth and dimension anywhere. When flipped, it instantly elevates potted plants, both literally and aesthetically. No painting, cutting, or tools required. Just flip, position, and appreciate. Try arranging 3 varied-sized baskets topped with vibrant pots. It establishes layers, lifts the gaze skyward, and brings depth to your garden arrangement. Ideal for patios, entryways, or nestled within flower beds for delightful surprises. Who imagined flipping a basket could revolutionize style? Let's advance. Idea number 5, concrete blocks as garden beds. Constructing beauty from foundations. They're weighty, unrefined, and frequently dismissed, but concrete blocks might represent the most underestimated garden assets available. Arrange them forming squares or rectangles to create raised bed borders. Fill centers with nutrient-rich soil, and suddenly you possess tidy, lasting garden plots maintaining shape, preventing weeds, and adding immediate structure. But here's the brilliant element. Each hollow cavity becomes its individual mini planter. Pack them with trailing blooms, herbs, or succulents. The outcome, a bed within a bed, a garden within a garden. It's geometric, striking, and surprisingly contemporary. And optimally, these blocks are economical, often free, and withstand seasons of sun, rain, and time. From hardware leftovers to garden showpieces, that's intelligent gardening. Ready for what's next? Idea number 6, plastic bottle drip irrigation. Self-watering garden solutions. When summer heat intensifies and soil dries quickly, your plants require hydration assistance. But what if you could provide steady moisture without constant effort? With merely a used plastic bottle, several tiny punctures, and some buried ingenuity, you can establish a drip system handling the task automatically. Take a clean bottle, pierce small holes near the bottom, then bury it beside plants with caps barely above ground. Fill with water and let physics work. Water seeps gradually straight to roots, precisely where needed. It's straightforward, intelligent, and conserves both time and water, especially beneficial during travel or when seeking reduced garden maintenance. Affordable, clever, and perfect for maintaining happy plants while you unwind comfortably. Let's continue. Idea number 7, painted rock garden labels. Artwork growing alongside plants. Forget plastic markers that deteriorate and crack. Instead, transform your garden into an outdoor exhibit with painted rock labels that are equally beautiful and practical. Locate smooth, flat stones from your property or craft stores. Then, using outdoor acrylic paint or permanent markers, write plant names: basil, lavender, mint, whatever's growing. Add small illustrations if desired: a tomato vine, rosemary sprig, a buzzing bee. Seal with waterproof varnish and position at plant bases. Suddenly, your garden feels more intimate, more animated, like each plant possesses its own identity and character. It's an effortless afternoon activity, enjoyable with grandchildren, and grants your garden handcrafted charm no commercial label provides. A modest detail with significant impact. Idea number 8, broken chair into planter. From discard to treasure. That aging chair with the damaged seat, don't discard it yet. Instead, transform it into a delightful planter telling stories. Remove the seat if damaged, fill the opening with soil, and plant vibrant flowers or trailing vines directly into the frame. The legs become whimsical stands, the backrest adds vintage personality, and your garden gains a distinctive centerpiece. Position it near porches and flower beds, or use multiple chairs creating colorful mismatched planter collections. It's a wonderful method breathing fresh life into abandoned furniture and introducing quirky elegance only repurposed pieces deliver. Who knew broken chairs could flourish so magnificently? Idea number 9, wine bottle edging. Glass boundaries with flair. Ever wonder what to do with empty wine bottles after pleasant evenings? Don't discard them. Use them crafting stunning garden borders shining in sunlight. Simply bury bottlenecks downward along flower beds or pathways. The colored glass captures light, creating shimmering, unexpected edges that are both functional and attractive. It's an excellent recycling method, adding color and defining garden spaces cost-free. Plus, The distinctive shapes and colors give your garden artistic personality that purchased edging cannot replicate. Cheers to converting empty bottles into garden treasures. Idea number 10, Bathtub Mini Pond. A vintage sanctuary. Imagine an antique clawfoot bathtub, once for bathing, now transformed into a charming mini pond nestled within your garden. Fill with water, add water lilies, floating candles, or small fish, and you've created a peaceful spot attracting birds, frogs, and serene moments. The tub's elegant curves and vintage character add sophistication, while gentle water sounds animate your garden. Best of all, it's a substantial feature made from something aged and forgotten. Proof that even unlikely items become stunning garden highlights. Transform your garden into a miniature oasis with this straightforward yet spectacular concept. Idea number 11, Colander Hanging Planters. Kitchenware meets garden appeal. That old colander in your cupboard? Grant it new purpose as a quirky hanging planter with integrated drainage holes. Colanders are ideal for plants needing airflow. Fill with vibrant flowers, trailing ivy, or small herbs, and suspend from branches, structures, or hooks throughout your garden. Their metal texture and distinctive form add playful rustic character, converting everyday kitchenware into unexpected garden artistry. Lightweight, economical, and simple to hang. These planters bring charm and personality wherever positioned. Idea number 12, gift wrap paper as pot covers. Instant makeover for worn pots. Got plain, tired plant pots? Before discarding them, give them quick transformations with gift wrap paper. Select bright, patterned, or vintage-style wrapping paper, wrap around pots, secure with tape or adhesive, then cover with clear plastic wrap or waterproof sealant protecting from moisture. Suddenly, ordinary pots become statement pieces, colorful, stylish, and distinctive. It's a budget-friendly method refreshing your garden's appearance and adding personality without purchasing new pots. A simple technique with surprisingly impressive style. Idea number 13, old drawer planters. Vintage appeal meets greenery. That aged wooden drawer from garage sales or attics, don't toss it. Transform it into a charming planter brimming with life. Line interiors with plastic or garden fabric, fill with soil, and plant flowers, succulents, or herbs. Position drawers sideways or frontward. Stack several for tiered appearances, or use individually for scattered garden accents. The weathered wood and vintage hardware introduce warmth and character, converting forgotten furniture into beautiful garden art. It's an effortless way adding layers, texture, and historical touches to outdoor spaces. Ready for idea number 14? Idea number 14, tire flower beds. Colorful circles of vitality. Old tires might seem like waste, but with paint splashes and soil, they become vibrant flower beds bursting with color and personality. Choose bright, cheerful colors: red, blue, yellow, or softer pastels. Paint tires thoroughly. Let dry, then fill with nutrient-rich soil and plant bold blooms or trailing vines. Arrange individually or stack for height and dimension. They make eye-catching garden islands or playful boundaries. It's an enjoyable, affordable recycling method adding bold design elements to gardens. Idea number 15, old window frame trellis. A touch of cottage enchantment. Those aged window frames collecting dust, turn them into charming trellises inviting climbing vines to dance in gardens. Lean frames against walls or fencing, or stake firmly into ground. As vines like clematis, sweet peas, or morning glories climb and weave through panes, frames become living artwork. It adds depth, nostalgia, and timeless cottage atmosphere, like secret gardens manifesting. Using old windows this way connects history with nature, transforming forgotten frames into beautiful garden focal points. Idea number 16, sock gnomes. Whimsical garden guardians. Got old socks available? Transform them into whimsical garden gnomes, adding personality and magical touches to outdoor spaces. Stuff socks with rice, beans, or fabric scraps forming bodies. Tie off sections for limbs and add details like buttons, felt hats, or painted faces. Place them peeking from flower beds, on garden benches, or beside pots, surprising visitors with playful charm. They're weather-resistant, budget-friendly, and bring smiles to anyone spotting them. Idea number 17, gutter garden. growing upward with flair. Don't overlook aged rain gutters. They're perfect creating space-saving horizontal garden beds. Mount gutters horizontally on fences or walls, fill with soil, and plant strawberries, lettuce, or colorful flowers. Their slim profile fits perfectly in compact spaces, making them ideal for patios or balconies. Plus, integrated drainage keeps roots healthy and thriving. This clever reuse converts forgotten gutters into flourishing garden shelves, growing upward with style and preserving precious ground space. Idea number 18, bucket fountain. Simple tranquility and stacked elegance. Imagine a gentle fountain bubbling softly, made entirely from stacked aged buckets. Find 3 or 4 varied-sized buckets, drill small holes near bases, and stack so water flows from top buckets down through each layer. Hide a small pump inside bottom buckets, maintaining water circulation and calming cycles. Paint or decorate buckets matching garden styles, bright colors for whimsy or soft tones for serenity. This easy-to-make fountain brings soothing water sounds without high costs or complicated installation. Idea number 19, mirror illusions. Expanding garden dimensions. A simple mirror does more than reflect. It can transform gardens by creating endless space illusions. Take an old framed mirror and position strategically behind plants or against fencing. As sunlight reflects, gardens appear twice as expansive, lush, and vibrant. Mirrors also brighten shaded corners, making every nook feel welcoming and alive. With just one mirror, you can open up gardens and add surprising magical touches. Idea number 20, clock frame succulent wall. Time to grow creativity. Broken clocks needn't be discarded. Instead, turn vintage clock frames into living artwork by planting tiny succulents inside. Remove clock faces and mechanisms, line backs with mesh or plastic, fill with soil, and arrange succulents in compartments. Hang on garden walls or fences where they can capture sunlight and grow. This unique blend of time and nature creates stunning focal points, proof that even broken things can bloom magnificently. Thank you for joining me today on Green Haven Hacks, where we demonstrate that beauty needn't carry hefty price tags. From teacups welcoming birds to clock frames blooming with succulents, these concepts show that with modest creativity and heart, you can transform almost anything into garden magic. Which concept inspired you most? I'd love hearing how you plan to reuse and decorate your own garden. Share your thoughts in comments below. If you enjoyed these budget-friendly tips, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to Green Haven Hacks for more inspiring concepts and activate notifications so you never miss chances to grow beauty effortlessly. Remember, your garden reflects you, unique, vibrant, and full of life. Until next time, keep nurturing your outdoor sanctuary and keep blooming beautifully.